What's up, everybody? Matt Yari here, taking my latest YouTube video in the evening. I am just leaving the grocery store with some fucking apples. They were buy one, get one off. So obviously I got 4 bags. 4 bags for the price of 2. I'm just out here crushing the apple game. Talking nonsense, because I don't really know what the fuck this YouTube video is supposed to be about. So I'm just going to talk about my silly little day for you. This morning I went to my BNI networking group. So that was good, you know. It was my networking groups would go around and we're like, hey, we have businesses, so buy our shit. So we did that. And then had a call with these AI developers who are building these tools to help us manage our senior care business. So that's been kind of a fun project. So they kind of demonstrated some of the stuff they've been working on. And so far, it has worked. What else? Talked to my business partner about some things. Studied a little bit of marketing. Read my marketing book. Little Dan Kennedy. And then, so that was good. And then I just did a podcast on my way to do some stand-up comedy here in Clinton Township, Michigan. So that was good. In our podcast today, we spoke to this British guy out in England who I guess is a fan of our podcast. It's I've been participating for just under a year now in a comedy podcast with some other local comics. It's been a lot of fun. And we're starting to kind of branch out more and more. Just talk to other comedians who are in the, I don't know, they're just on social media. So somehow they found our shit. And it's just really interesting to participate in this thing where, you know, it's been legitimately growing and we're starting to build an audience. And that really is encouraging me to do more of this YouTube shite. And, you know, see where this social media shit takes me. Even if I don't really have any deep, profound insights of the day, you know, just gotta say something just to post something so I can say it. So that's what I was doing, and that's what you're listening to right now. Just me just going straight. Believe this is unscripted, huh? Isn't that wild? So yeah, gonna go do a little comedy. Last night did some unscripted stand-up. Trying to work more on just going off the top of the dome. Oh, look at that. Lighting. So yeah, I think the key is, especially for stand-up, I want to get better at free-flowing and just kind of just going off the top of my head, but still have to free-flow into bits, you know, little sound bites that are tested and I know that they work, and I know how to time them out and all that, and they're rehearsed. But be able to get up there and just free flow in and out of those bits. So that's really what I'm working on as a comedian, as an artiste. So yeah, that's what's going on there. What else is going on, my friends? My friend! We'll see how comedy goes. That's it. How long is it? We're at 5 minutes now. Did I learn anything interesting today? Not particularly. I joined, like I said, I've been studying Dan Kennedy's sales and marketing. And he has like a Facebook group, and I just posted my introductory thing, and I've had a couple other members reach out and said, shoot me a DM. So I'm interested to see what they say. Hopefully they can help me out. Got some bad news the other day, where one of our senior care clients, whose wife is a little nutty, and it was one of our more profitable clients with a nutty wife, she's decided to move him back into a facility. So we're losing that client. That's no fun. But we've had a few other phone calls from other families that are interested in starting services. So one door closes, another door opens, or some shit like that. And that's just how it goes. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But I really got to get this marketing going. You know, been sort of just kind of throwing shit at the wall, trying to get it going. And Dan Kennedy really describes how to set up a more repeatable system. And so I'm excited to be able to implement that. I do believe if I do it correctly, success is inevitable. And maybe this will get into some spiritual shit. Because it's only within the last year or so that I have really started to embrace the idea that success is inevitable. I think you have to really truly believe that success is inevitable, and then you'll make it happen. And this is something I've actually been thinking about today. Ooh, now we're talking. We're getting into some profound shit. I think in order to get anywhere, to accomplish anything, hit a goal, you want to get rich, famous, whatever the fuck it is, you want to succeed, the most important thing, obviously, is you just have to take the correct action. You just have to do the thing that gets that done, right? But the problem is that our minds and our beliefs are so, if you're not already doing those things, but you want to, and you feel like you're working against yourself, you're self-sabotaging. To me, I believe that the solution to that, at least it seems like it's worked for me, is really, you have to start with the belief. And you have to start with embodying the belief and the mindset as if it's already true. Right? If you're broke and you want to be a millionaire, you have to call yourself a millionaire who just doesn't have the millions yet. You know? If you're broke, you want to be a millionaire, but you still see yourself as a broke person, well, then you're not going to do the things. Neville Goddard calls it embodying the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You just have to know it and believe it and feel it in your nervous system that hitting your goals is inevitable. And you have a lifetime of conditioning and beliefs that you have to unwind and reprogram. And you do that by visualizing the goal as completed and feeling what it would feel like once it's completed. And you stay in that mindset. And then you're going to hit setbacks and your mind is going to want to go back to negativity. But that's the most important time, when you just need to come back refocus on the goal and embody the feeling of the goal completed. So it seems to me like once I implemented that, I was much more open to receiving the advice that I needed to listen to. You know, I've known that I needed to study marketing ever since I started the business, and I was procrastinating on it this whole time. And then once I embodied the feeling, once I started just knowing with certainty that I will be successful, now studying marketing is easy. Like, it's what I want to do. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Thank you so much for listening. Believe in yourself and have a good night. Bye.